Welcome back to Half Moon's Pick. Super Bowl 57 is here already. Man, the season just goes really quick. Probably my last video of the season. I know after the Super Bowl I'll put a congratulations and tally up all the numbers if you want to check that out after the Super Bowl. The last game of the season. And here we go. I'm going to run down as much stuff as I can. But for now, last week I went 2-2. San Francisco, both quarterbacks went out. Unbelievable. I did get the under in that game. I did pick Kansas City. Yeah, horrid ref calling. I get it. And didn't get the over. So both games went under. It was weird. It was like a wild card game. Everything went under. The divisional game, everything went over. And the championship game, everything went under. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Anyways, as far as the pool goes, Deja Vu 54%. Red Hot Lady 25 at 46%. Way to pick those numbers. Let's take the Moon's Money at Geo at 50%. Bounce Back 50%. West Coast Martin 51%. And Crazy Things 6 at 49%. I did finish at 50%, picking all the games, so I got 50%. Pretty good, I think, betting every single game. That's with the point spread and everything. MVP candidates this season, we got Patrick Mahomes first, Jalen Hurts number 2, Joe Burrow number 3, Josh Allen number 4, and number 5 we got Justin Jefferson, wide receiver for the Minnesota Vikings. Someone said on a video I watched, they said it'd be Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, and Patrick Mahomes with one leg. Thought that was funny. What we did learn in last week's game that Jalen Hurts cannot sing, that's for sure. What to watch for, the Kelsey brothers will play each other, like everybody knows that. What we should know, never talk smack against the opposing team, especially in the playoffs. They'll just try twice as hard. That Burrowhead Stadium and the whole mayor adoption thing of Cincinnati, man, I just bit them in the butt. I remember back in 1977, the Bucks went their 1976 season winless, and then went 1977 winless all the way up to 2 games less into the season, where they were playing Archie Manning. And Archie Manning said, "You must be the worst team in the world to lose to the Bucks." And then, sure enough, the Bucks beat them, and they got their first win after 2 years. So, never talk smack. That's a no-no. So, that being said, let's get on with the show. All right, we got Kansas City Chiefs traveling to the Philadelphia Eagles. The Philadelphia Eagles are a 1.5 point spread. This game is played in Arizona. Everybody knows. Just to fill some time here, let's go with some fun facts. Some things you might not know. First time Super Bowl 52, first seeds got to play each other, and that was with Philadelphia beating the New England Patriots 41-33. We also got the 2 youngest quarterbacks in the history of the NFL facing off each other with Jalen Hurts and Patrick Mahomes. Andy Reid is 3-0 against his old team, the Philadelphia Eagles. Both teams won this year in Arizona. Both quarterbacks were born in the state of Texas. A player who wore the number 1 jersey has never won the Super Bowl. The underdogs are 8-7 straight up in the last 15 meetings and 10-5 ATS. Both teams, including playoffs, are 16-3 with 546 total points. In Super Bowl history, the best passing quarterback, which would be Patrick Mahomes, versus the best passing defense, has prevailed by 31 points, an average of 31 points. And that would be in 2 games, Oakland versus Tampa Bay and Denver versus the Seattle Seahawks. The MVP hasn't won the Super Bowl since 1999 with Kurt Warner and the Rams. And the favorite is Patrick Mahomes. Philadelphia Eagles, as the home team, have decided to wear the color green as to white. And the white jersey has won 15 times in the last 18 Super Bowls. Now let's go with stats. The Philadelphia Eagles are 3rd overall in sacks at 70 on the year, where the Kansas City Chiefs offensive line has only given up 26 sacks, and they are 3rd best in the NFL at that. The Kansas City Chiefs defense have shown up in the playoffs as they had 5 sacks, 2 TDs, and 3 interceptions. And the spread wise, everybody's on the Eagles. 68% of the money is going on the Eagles, and 52% is taking the over. As for me, my picks go like this. I like the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm taking them on the money line and plus 1.5. I like to spread it out just a little bit, split half and half. I know everybody's on the Eagles. I get it. If you like the Eagles, go for it. You know, they are the favorite. Everybody's picking them. No matter what video you watch or who you ask at work, they're taking the Eagles, you know. So the gambler part of me tells me, hey, if I come to Vegas, the spread hasn't really moved, so where's all this money coming from? So if everybody's picking the Eagles, I'm taking the opposite team. But that's not where I'm placing all my bet money at. You know, not everything's going towards the Kansas City Chiefs. I am putting some money on the Chiefs. I did have the Kansas City Chiefs at the beginning of the season as to win the AFC Championship game, so I already cashed my big ticket for that. My futures, I end up, a lot of times on week one, I forget what I bet on my futures. I'm going to throw it here at the end of the video if you're still watching. And then I picked two teams to go to the Super Bowl with the best, paying odds. You know, you can pick. I know Vegas has the Buffalo Bills beating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So those are the two teams that aren't going to pay that well. But I picked Kansas City. All they have to do is just appear in the Super Bowl. They don't have to win or nothing. They just win the AFC Championship game. $100 pays $600. So I didn't even have to play last week's game. Philadelphia, I understand they do have less injuries than the Kansas City Chiefs. They are almost fully healthy. But Philadelphia, they had an easier road to the Super Bowl. You know, they played the Giants, a divisional team that they always win, like the last 11 times at home. And then they played the San Francisco 49ers, who, the third string and fourth string quarterbacks go on. You know, they bring McCaffrey in to be quarterback. It's just okay. So it's instant win. You know, Jalen Hurts didn't show me nothing in that playoff, on those two playoff games. You know, I understand they won. They won by big amounts. People say, hey, they won by huge amounts in the playoffs, both games. I get that, but the reason why is because they play a divisional team they're always good against, and against a broken, no quarterback team. So, as for the Kansas City Chiefs, they had to battle their way. They had to play Jacksonville, and then they played Cincinnati. To me, they battled more in the playoffs. Even they're closer games, and I expect this game to be close as well. But for me, I'm taking the Kansas City Chiefs. They've been out of the last 4 years, 3 times in the last 4 years. They're experienced. They know what to expect. Andy Reid's been here at the show before. They won a second ring. Patrick Mahomes been here before. Kelsey's been here. Or the Eagles, first time coach, been to the Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts, first time, everybody's first time. They may be a bundle of nerves, I understand that. But I'm taking that as a fact because this is a huge game. I mean, last year and during the regular season, during week 4, Kansas City went into Philadelphia and beat them. So it was 42-30. Beat them by 12 points. But usually in a normal game setting, you might take the Eagles. But here, this is a big show, lots of nerves. But this ain't my biggest bet. But I am taking the Kansas City Chiefs plus 1.5. As far as the under and over, I am taking the under. Again, public's on the over. I'm taking the under 50.5 points. Just a little bit too much for me. I'm thinking, the Philadelphia Eagles have a great passing defensive line and cornerbacks secondary, and the Chiefs have been stepping it up on defense as well. I expect a lot of running, so it might lower the score. Maybe near the end there, you'll see more of a shootout as defense get a little bit more tired. But for me, I'm taking the under 50.5. As for some prop bets, I got 7 out of 10 prop bets last season, so that's pretty good. I banked on that. Was it 7 or 8 out of 10? It might have been 8 out of 10. To go back and watch. Anyways, I got Travis Kelce at 1 TD and over 77.5 receiving yards. I'm going to put some money on that. He has 15 TDs in the playoffs, and he's also made 77 yards in the last 2 playoff games. Jalen Hurts, I'm going to put as 1 TD because they have the best, quarterback sneak. So if they get it on the 1 yard line or something, they'll just ram it in. They have the best team to get that 1 yard sneak. I also like Jalen Hurts over 45.5 rushing yards and under 31.5 passing attempts. So I think, like I said, they're going to run more and pass less. Chiefs allowed the most rushing yards on a defense for quarterbacks than any other team in the NFL, or one of their top 3, I think it was. So as last bet, I'll probably do a 2-team teaser. I'm going to do Kansas City plus 7.5 points, 6-team teaser, and under 57.5 points. Well, that's it for the season. Oh yeah, you're asking me why am I wearing a Detroit Lions jersey? I had there was a contest over at Bridgewater's Finest YouTube channel. You can check him out. Google him, Bridgewater Finest, and I won. I couldn't believe it. So I picked any jersey or any shirt I wanted. I picked the Detroit Lions. I thought that was pretty sweet. I know. The Lions ain't in the Super Bowl. I get it, but I thought they did pretty good this year. I expected to do a lot less, especially with the media cover and all that stuff. But hey, the Lions did sweep the Packers, and they went 5-1 in the division. So I expect them to do pretty good next year. Especially we got some good draft picks. So thanks again, Justin, over at Bridgewater's Finest. I really enjoy your show. Check him out. Check out all the prognosticators, links below, and I will see you next year. Peace.